Good day everyone, it's Alkali Shepherd. So today I'll be designing an automated receipt. This receipt is actually embedded in the school fees template I designed. So I'll quickly walk you guys through some features of this particular template. So for the first button, you can see here, this is the payment entry. So if I click on this button, this brings us to this particular sheet. So on this particular sheet, all we do is we take in the payments of students. This is a data entry sheet, so whatever payment has been made by whatever student is entered here. So if I come back home, we come to the payment analysis. So for the payment analysis, every payment that has been made is analyzed here. This is actually broken into 4 different tables, so you can get so many informations from this particular sheet in terms of analysis. For the student register, every information of every student is entered here, be it a new student or a returning student. So that is that for the register. Then for the receipt, this is where we print out the payment of a student. So if I make a payment now, I'm being given a receipt to actually be my proof of payment. And for the dashboard, this is just a pictorial representation of so many informations. You can see at the far left here is the net payable. You can see this is the cumulative payment. So at a glance, someone can make informed choices by looking at this dashboard. So let us quickly dive into the development of this receipt. This is not going to take much time, so just sit back, relax, and pay attention. I said in the introduction, we'll be making the receipts automated. So how do we achieve this? We're making use of the XLOOKUP function. And the XLOOKUP function can be found in Microsoft Office 365 and I think also Microsoft Office 2021. So if you are making use of any other Microsoft Office version outside these two, you can't access the XLOOKUP function. So what you can make use of is either you use the VLOOKUP or you can also make use of index match. These are also functions that can achieve what we're trying to achieve now. Good. So I'll be making use of the XLOOKUP function. So if you don't have it, just try to make use of the VLOOKUP function. But if you have the version of Excel I have, you can proceed with me. So quickly, I just equal XLOOKUP like this. Then I double click. So you can come to this FX on your formula bar, then click on it so that this dialog box can come out like this. Good. So this is best practice. Always try to bring up this dialog box before you proceed. If you have conversant with a function, then fine, you don't really need this. But if you're not really conversant with inserting formulas, I think this dialog box will be of great help to you. So for the lookup value, I want my lookup value to be the registration number. The thing here is we actually want it to be in such a way that on entering the registration number, it triggers out every other information you can see here. So this is the unique identifier. So whenever the unique identifier of whatever student is entered here, we want it to be in such a way that it triggers out every other information for that particular student. So that is what we want to achieve. So that is why the lookup value is going to be our registration number. So I just fixate this. I don't want it changing. I want it to be fixed to this particular cell. So that is why I'm adding a dollar sign to both the row and the columns. So for the lookup array is the array containing the lookup value. This is the lookup value. So I can see this lookup array is in the payment entries. So when I come here, I just locate the array that contains the admission number, because we're expecting them to enter the admission numbers in the cell D10. So whenever they enter whatever admission number or registration number, where do we search for it? So this is the column we want the registration number to be searched for. So this is going to be our array. So like I said before now, the lookup value is expected to be found in the lookup array. So I just highlight this. Then I fixate it. Good. I don't want this array changing in any way. So the next parameter is the return array. So the return array is what do we want to appear? Good. We've given the lookup value, we've given the lookup array. What do I want to appear? So what I want to appear in this cell is the transaction number. So where can we get the transaction number? We can get the transaction number in the payment entries. You can see this is the first column we have here. So I quickly just highlight like this. Then I fixate. So this the next information they expect from us is the if not found. So what this does is when you eventually enter a lookup value and we can't find it, what do you want to come out, right? XLOOKUP gives you the ability to influence whatever comes out. That is the point here. So before now, for functions like VLOOKUP and index match, you have to make use of the if error because they don't have this embedded in them. So after you insert the VLOOKUP formula or the index match formula, you have to insert an if error afterwards. But now XLOOKUP comes with everything, which is saying, okay, if I can't find it, what do you want to appear? So this is giving you the choice to influence the final result. So if you can't find it, I want it to remain blank. I don't want anything to appear. So I make use of double quotation marks twice like this. So this signifies blank space in Excel. So I want it to remain blank. Good. So for the match mode, is saying, okay, do you want the exact value or something that is close to the value? So I want an exact value. So 0 signifies exact, which is false, and 1 signifies close, which is true. So this is saying false indirectly. The next and the final is the search mode. So this search mode is more like, how do you want to search? Do you want to search from the top? Do you want to search for this value starting from the top or from the bottom? So what I want is for you to start from the bottom. So this actually takes in 3 values, which is -1, 0, or 1. But for this scenario, we'll be making use of -1. And why am I making use of -1? Which is I want it to start from the bottom. So why I'm making use of this is because there are situations whereby a student has paid part payment. So when this particular student comes to pay again, if we are to say this is to start from the top, the information for the previous payment he has made is what is going to come out. But we don't want that. We want the most recent payment to appear. So that is why we make use of -1, which means it is going to be starting from the bottom to do the search. So on entering -1, I OK like this, and we're good to go. So just observe something. So let me pick any random student's registration number. So let's make use of this particular student's registration number. So you can see his registration number here is DPSAS177, and you can see his transaction number is 195. Enter the student's registration number. His transaction number automatically comes out. You come to enter, you can see transaction number of these students comes out, which is 125. Good. So let's come to the student's name and apply the function to. So in the student's name, I just use equal to, then XLOOKUP like this. Then I bring out the dialog box. Good. So I'll be fast with this one. So the lookup value is going to be this. I fixate this. The lookup array is going to be this. Good. The return array is going to be the names of the student. Good. So you can see I fixated this by adding $signs to both the columns and the rows. So if not found, return a blank cell for me. So for the match mode, I want the exact value. I don't want anything close to it. So for the search mode, start from the bottom also. Then OK. So you can see the name of the student is Benjamin Murphy. So let me clear this information and see. So you can see everything goes because it can't find anything, so it is returning blank. But if I am to enter another admission number, let me see. So let me make use of this one, DPSAS58. The name is Jane Miller, and the transaction number is 189. Enter. So you can see